It keeps saying anyways. Um, the title of this is Update Your Heart app. And I don't know about this. I've been noticing too, just a side note, that it keeps going in and out, folks. So if you are connecting shit, man, I don't know what's going in and out, keeps saying reconnecting. So I apologize for my skibbity scappity and getting my message app. Now, what I mean by that, what do you mean, heart? That sounds so corny, doesn't it? That sounds so loving. Like a lot of us are chasing things that we think we want, and sometimes what I'm starting to really notice a lot is some people are fixated on a certain thing or a person, and for whatever their reason, they still think they may think and they think that they want this person, okay, as an example. But I feel like there's other things below the surface, and that's usually the case for most of us. If your magic is not manifesting, so to speak, okay, if there's that one thing that just seems to be a little not in alignment, I guess like you, we're not doing that. And then there's dude that says, yes, we're doing that. I'm gonna write a plan. Kivik Daniels, what's going on? So if you the only way that you can get clear, and it's funny because my card of the day, once again, that I just choose for myself, was the Four of Diamonds. And the Four of Diamonds usually, well, always in my opinion, for the most part, um, there's always that element of what do you really want? Now, of course, what do you want changes often. Sometimes the main theme doesn't change, but the detailed context may change on how you get to there. Okay, as far as whatever that means for you. So you won't know this if you do. And it can be hard. A lot of people don't have time to check in with themselves. And hey, Sharon Williams. And it's really, really important though. A lot of us, I'll say, just to say it that way, would have a lot more success if you double down on what it is that you truly want, because there may be a billion ways, a thousand ways, a million ways to experience what it is that you really want. Problem is, a lot of us get stuck on a certain way. We think it has to be a certain way, or it's only going to be through this one person or this one, whatever it is, man. And no one can do that work for you. You know what I'm saying? No one can do that work for you. It really truly is an inside job, and it's part of what they mean by when they say go in to get out. You got to go in to get out. Lauren Chin. But yeah, so that's just my message. I was just thinking about some different things, and some uh some other folks kind of ran through my mind, and I was like, and it just kind of became apparent because spirit just showed me something about them, not in a judgment way, just like a matter of factly way. And that has to be the crucial part. Like, I mean, it's never too late for a restart, to a reset, and a lot of us need to reset. A lot of us are, we're still in the motion of chasing old shit that really is not what we want. You may get it, you may not. If you do get it, it's going to be like, okay, I got it now what? There's always that shit right after. Brandon Haywood, what's popping? Yeah, so just doing a quick video here. Just wanted to share just a very quick message, an encouragement to check in with yourselves about what it is that you really, really want. Whether that's spiritually speaking, whether that's in a relationship, in your business, if you have a business, whether you should start a business, if it's about a job, check in. Is this the job that you really want? No one's got a gun to your head. You can wiggle your way out of there. You know what I'm saying? So thank you, Miss Williams. It's just a fact, you know. I mean, we all go through that shit. We all got to do that shit all the time. You know, we all got to be like, yo, take a pause and be like, what's the real deal here? Like, what's the brass tacks of things here? You know, because what may have been the answer 2 weeks ago, a month ago, a year ago, may not be, or it may be an alternate version, because as you grow, as you change, as you evolve, so do some of your desires, some of your, you know, what used to fit the bill ain't going to fit the bill anymore. And it's like, save yourself some time before you go through all this shit to get something that you end up finding out is not really what you want, you know. And sometimes you have to go through that, you know. Sometimes you have to go through that and be like, okay, I went through all this, I got it, now what? It's real empty. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them goals where it's like real empty versus I don't know. I've heard a lot of different perspectives on this. Feel free in the comment box to share your own. Some people go through, some people are like, you know, you listen to a lot of these business things and it's like, have a plan, 5-year plan, 1-year plan. That's all great, man. I'm all with that. I can see how that works for some people. Then there's some people who have a rough plan, but they have wiggle room to wing it and to improvise and to let spirit come on in and say, hey, if we need to make changes, I'm not married, you know, necessarily to the plan. I might be more married to like the objective, the goal, the main goal, that is the main thing. That's the main thing. But I'm not married to how I'm going to get there, or I'm not, you know. And of course, taking it a level deeper, it always comes down to the question of identity. Like, who are you becoming right now? You know, who are you becoming? Who do you want to become? Who do you desire to be? You know what I'm saying? So it's something that, hey, Frankie Evans, you know, it's just something that, and some people are afraid to pick anything to go for. They'll just float, you know, they'll just float. And because they're too afraid to actually say, hey, you know what, I'm going for this. I'm going to do this. I know it might be hard. I know I might fall on my face. I know some people might look at me like I'm fucking crazy or whatever, but like, boom, I'm going for this. You know, then you have the alternative. You have some of them who just like, and I used to be like that for a long time, where, you know, I was almost anti-goal because I didn't want, to me, subconsciously speaking, goals represented disappointment, because more than not, I would let myself down. Goals take a level of accountability. You have to hold yourself. Sometimes you ain't gonna feel like doing that shit, but you gotta, hey, you know, that's part of self-discipline. You know, you have to do it even when you don't feel like it, even when you're tired, even if you hurt sometimes or whatever, like, you know. And I never wanted to set nothing. If I didn't set nothing, then I couldn't break nothing. I used to always say, I ain't gonna make I won't break a promise because I won't make a promise, you know. So Emma, you should be. um she said she's the god of her reality. She definitely is. Absolutely. As are you and you and you and you know. But I see a lot of people just chasing outdated shit. I know it's outdated. I can feel it. And it's almost, sometimes you can't tell them any different. You know, sometimes the hardest thing is turning away somebody for help, you know, as far as just because, you know, like, I'm just going to take the L with you, you know, like, I don't want to take the L with you. You know, I'm up for challenging cases and shit, but sometimes it's like you can just see it, the writing's on the wall. It's like, man, you chasing outdated shit, but like, you just can't get it through to them because it's not their time to understand it. The other night we went for a walk and Border had said something about awakening somebody. And I'm like, you can't awaken nobody. They're either going to be waking up as you spitting that shit and be like, hey, yeah, I like that, I vibe with that, or not. Or it's going to sound like gibberish to them, you know? You can't make nobody wake up. You can't make nobody nothing, really, as far as on that level. But yeah, just, I wanted to make a video just to encourage those out there, whoever it is resonated with. Check in with yourself. You know, you could save yourself a lot of time and a lot of energy You know, a lot of time, a lot of energy. I'm in this space now where having, stripping away different vices, doing different things, kind of putting yourself in a position where you have to deal with whatever's coming up inside you. Even I just deactivated the Facebook because of some little bullshit hacking shit. I've been slow to bring. I haven't even brought it back yet. Like I'm not even worried about. Some people are messaging me like, "Is everything all right?" Yeah, everything's good. Shit, I just got rid of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably gonna bring it back, but I'm in no hurry. I'm not even like I don't even miss that shit. To be honest with you, if it wasn't for business and all that, like you know, maybe universe is telling me, look in your soul and see what I can get, what I can't. Me neither. Yeah, oh, that's right. You off that shit too, huh, Haywood? Oh, really? Miss Anthony? Yeah. Hey, Miss Snowden. How you been, Miss Snowden? Yeah, that's all. I want to just make this brief video though. I know y'all always come on and shit, and I love chopping it up with y'all. And it's just like when you tap into what's really in your heart, like most of us don't even know what the fuck our heart really wants. A lot of us have some, clearing or healing, I guess another way of saying it, because a lot of our heart spaces, our heart, whatever, our hearts, period, got trauma, calluses, all that bullshit, um, muck, energetically muck, maybe depending. And it's hard to get the signal through the muck. It's like having a car battery. You ever open up your hood to the car and see all that shit around the battery terminals? And it's like, no wonder the shit won't start. I got to clean this shit off. Well, sometimes your heart collects a bunch of crap like that and it needs to be cleaned off, you know? So, forgive the rough analogy, but, if I'm confident, if you listen to your heart, not what you think is your heart, but your heart, you won't be wrong. Got pour the Coca-Cola on it. Oh, for real. Yeah. So yes, intuition is, I believe, God's messenger. There's a lot of imposters in there that will try and sound like your intuition, just like anytime there's something going on, then there's like a movement or some organization that comes up that you can donate to. Then there's these knockoff organizations that almost sound exactly like that one, but they're just a little different and they be scamming motherfuckers. Yeah, everybody got them voices in there that are those. You know what I'm saying? Peace, Mr. Evan. Yeah. That's all you could do, Miss Williams, is just, keep making your little, keep making your changes, your little smaller changes, you know what I mean? So, and at least you're open to it. Some people want to just cling to whatever, and hey, that's all well and good. Everybody's where they're at, you know what I'm saying? As far as even level of mind, everybody's where they're at. So that's fine, but just make sure you make some time to check in with yourself to see what the hell's going on, you know if you want to take a chance, take that as an opportunity to check in with your guides or whatever you want to call it, or just check in with your God, with your heart. You know what I'm saying? As it relates to whatever's going on, the direction of your life, you know, where do you feel you're being kind of urged, maybe pulled, maybe this, maybe that? Where do you feel that at? In what area? In what direction is it kind of, you know? So that's all I'm saying. PG, what's happening? It's probably because I'm in the dark, Julia. Anyways, so yeah, just check in with yourself. That's all I gotta say. Just check in with yourself. I can't tell you how important that is. A lot of us we just so just check in with yourself. That's the main point of this message. Check in with yourself as it relates to your life, what's going on, what spiritually, what's popping physically, what's happening, financially. Do you have other things that you're doing that you just enjoy doing, or do you just everything is like, just you get what I'm saying, man? Check in, Check in with yourself. All right. That's all. Check in with your heart and see what's going on. And don't be afraid of the answer. Be open to the actual authentic answer that you get or whatever that those impressions are, you know. And the other thing is I would say is we needs to learn and practice just being an observer of these things, you know, as opposed to, because a lot of us, you will ask yourself what's going on inside, and your subconscious mind may give you an answer, and then you turn around and judge it. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to work either. We have to be able to, like, you know, accept ourselves and shit like that. Accept whatever the answer is. Whatever it is what it is. That's cool with me. As long as there's something. There may be no answer right now. Maybe it'll come later. I don't know. But yeah, just check in with yourself. Update your heart app. God damn it. I like them special effects. The Deuce.